श्री श्री राधा गोकुलानंद की, श्री श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की, श्री श्री गौरानिताय की। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने। विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादिशतारिणे। सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासरि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासरि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासरि गौर भक्तवृंद। Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare। Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Gokulananda Radha Gokulananda Shri Radhe Radha Gokulananda Shri Radhe Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman Jaya Gauranitai Shri Shri Gauranitai Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Shri Shri Radha Gokulananda ki Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki Shri Shri Gauranitai ki Srila Prabhupada ki. If everyone would like to take a seat, we'll just sing a short prayer to Lord Nrsingadev now. Prabhu, do you want to sing? Namaste Narasimhaya Namaste Namaste Narasimhaya. Praladadayine. Hiranyakashipu Vakshaha. Shilatankanakalaye. Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimho. Yato Yato Yamitato Narsimha. Bahir Narsimha Hridaye Narsimha. Narsimhamadim Sharanam Prapate. Tava Kara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Danu Brindam Keshavadipa Narari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare. 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 Jaya Narsimhadev, Narsimhadev. Shishi Nishingadev Bhagavan ki, Prahlad Maharaj ki, Nitai Gaura Premanande.
Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavangscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Ragana Raghunathan Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakhantam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktivedanta Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktivedanta Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय, नाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय, प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौ भक्तवृंद की जय, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गो गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिवर्धन की जय, वृंदावन धाम की जय, नवद्वीप धाम की जय, गंगा माई की जय, जमुना माई की जय, तुलसी देवी की जय, भक्ति देवी की जय, स्वामी भक्तवृंद की जय। All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. Thank you very much.
वंदेऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुता पदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं चाक्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं त्वं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजना सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पदां सागना ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्द श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्द कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुता पदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च भज श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्द भज श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्द भजते कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Narochaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamutiraye Nashta Prayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhaktir Bhagavatam Ashloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Jai. Hare Krishna. This evening we'll be reading from the Bhagavad Gita. If you can stay for the class, you're welcome. Otherwise, if you're busy, you can go back. We'll be reading from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 10, verse number 15. Yep. Just 1 second. Here. Not the one. Ten, 15. Sarvatmanat swayam evatmanatmanam manatmanam veta tvam purushottama bhuta bhavana bhutesha deva deva jagatpate swayam evatmanatmanam Veta tvam purushottama bhuta bhavana bhutesha deva deva jagatpate swayam evatmanatmanam veta tvam purushottama bhuta bhavana bhutesha Deva Deva Jagatpate. You want to try? Svayam evatmanatmanam Vedatva Purushottama Bhuta Bhavana Bhutesha Deva Deva Jagatpate. Okay. Reading word for word translation. Swayam, personality. Eva, certainly. Atmana, by yourself. Atmanam, yourself. Veta, no. Tvam, you. Purusha Uttama, O greatest of all persons. Bhuta Bhavana, O origin of everything. Bhutesha, O Lord of everything. Deva Deva, O Lord of all demigods. Jagatpate, O Lord of the entire universe. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. Indeed, you alone know yourself by your own internal potency, O Supreme Person, Origin of all, Lord of all beings, God of gods, Lord of the universe. Purport: the Supreme Lord Krishna can be known by persons who are in relationship with Him through the discharge of devotional service, like Arjuna and his followers. Persons of demoniac or atheistic materially cannot know Krishna. Mental speculation, that leads one away from the Supreme Lord is serious sin. And one who does not know Krishna should not try to comment on the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is a statement of Krishna, and since it is a science of Krishna, it should be understood from Krishna as Arjuna understood it. It should be not received from atheistic persons, as stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.11. Vedanti tattva vedas tattvam yajyam advajam brahmeti parametmeti bhagavan iti sabdate. The Supreme Truth is realized in three aspects, as impersonal Brahman, localized Paramatma, and at last, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, at the last stage of understanding the Absolute Truth, one comes to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. A common man, or even a liberated man, who has realized impersonal Brahman or localized Paramatma, may not understand God's personality. Such men, therefore, may endeavor to understand the Supreme Person from the verse of the Bhagavad Gita, which are being spoken by this person, Krishna. Sometimes the impersonalists accept Krishna as Bhagavan or accept his authority. Yet, many liberated persons cannot understand Krishna as Purushottama, the Supreme Person. Therefore, Arjuna addresses him as Purushottama. Yet, one still may not understand Krishna is the father of all living entities. Therefore, Arjuna addresses him as Bhuta Bhavana. And if one comes to know him as the father of all living entities, still one may not know him as a supreme controller. Therefore, he is addressed here as Bhutesha, the supreme controller of everyone. And even if one knows Krishna as a supreme controller of all living entities, still one may not know Krishna as a supreme controller of all living entities. Still, one may not know that he is the origin of all demigods. Therefore, he is addressed here as Deva Deva, the worshipable God of all demigods. And even if one knows him as the worshipable God of all demigods, one may not know that he is the supreme proprietor of everything. Therefore, he is addressed as Jagatpati. Thus, the truth about Krishna is established in this verse by the realization of Arjuna. And we should follow in the footsteps of Arjuna to understand Krishna as he is. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Litam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sarvadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopish Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Haribol. Looks like we only have 2 people in class. Of course, Prabhupada is there. The Bulls are there. Malajis are there. Jai. With the blessings of Vaishnavas, hopefully I can say a few words that might inspire you and hopefully make you even a better person. Because the whole point of coming to temple, coming to a church, coming to any synagogue is to come as one person and to walk out of the house or walk out of the temple hall as a different person. So yeah, with your blessings, let's begin. If you don't mind just coming in the front, it'll be easier for me. to kind of focus. Otherwise, you're covered by. Also, I think I'll move this thing so it's less boundaries. All right. Boom. How does this work? All right. So, just to keep it. In this verse, Prabhupada clearly explains that we have Krishna, and that most of us can understand Krishna without Krishna actually revealing himself. And this reminds me of the verse Sarvasya chaham pradisannivishta matasmatir jnanapohanam cha. You know the verse. Krishna explains that I'm the source of remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. So without his mercy, without his understanding, without him actually empowering us, we actually have no chance. We're hopeless, so to say. And that's actually a very important point, that only by the mercy, only by Krishna revealing himself, can we actually understand. So in this class, I was thinking to divide it into 3 sections. Have you ever heard about the book called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey? Yeah. It's like an old management book. Like, it's basically old school, like maybe I think 80s or 70s. And yes, he talks about there's 3 levels. We go from dependence to interdependence, and then we go to dependence to independence to interdependence. So, but I actually think the way how it works in spiritual life is we think we are independent, but we first have to go to dependence. Understand that Krishna is like the only way we can do things is by being dependent on Krishna. And then from being on that level of depending on Krishna, we again transcend above that, not above, but kind of we take it a level higher, and we understand that only interdependence means if we cooperate between each other, if we, as Vaishnavas, depend on each other, as well as Krishna, can we actually attain the highest level. So first, going from so-called dependence, independence, thinking we are independent, then going to dependence on Krishna, and then going to the stage of interdependence, depending on the Vaishnava's mercy. Okay, let's begin. Of course, all of us know the story of Duryodhana and Mahabharata, the famous story. But I don't think we perceive it in the same way as actually was. Because often we perceive Duryodhana as like a mean guy, the bad guy of the whole story of the epic. But actually, to be honest, okay, he was a bad guy, but he wasn't like that bad compared to what we see him. Of course, in the contrast of Pandavas, he was not the best character. But he himself, he actually was a nice person. He was a perfect ruler. We read in history that in the time when he was ruling, there was everything. The citizens were actually happy, mostly. Then there was cows were being protected, brahmanas were being fed. Then children, because they say that you can check a society by how it treats brahmanas, cows, basically animals, children, old men, and women. And back in Duryodhana's time, everything was fine. Everything was going perfectly fine. There was no financial crisis. There was nothing. Everyone was happy. But you can see now, leaders nowadays, I don't want to criticize anybody of the government, but we have crisis all the time. Like every second year we have some kind of crisis. Then you have children are being slaughtered in the womb, basically. They're being killed. Cows, animals are being killed. Then women. Yes, we don't want to speak about women too much, but yeah, they're being like abused in many levels. And old men. Who's taking care of old men? Generally, in traditions, families take care of the old people. But now they're sent to like care homes, where they're not very cared for, but they just kind of survive and wait till they actually die. So yeah, it's not a very pleasant scene nowadays. So Duryodhana actually was quite a pious person. The only issue he had is that he thought he can do everything himself. Actually interesting that he even believed in God. He actually believed in the Supreme. He believed that there is demigods. He believed that there is God. And the only issue is that he thought he can do everything by himself. And that's the only reason he actually kind of not fell down, but he was demoniac, because he had this mentality that I am independent, whatever I can achieve everything by myself. So that's the only issue. And it's something that triggers pride. When you think that I'm independent, I have achieved so much, I can do so much, it develops pride. And pride is a very, very actually detrimental quality in our life. Often they say that pride actually blinds us. It makes us not see things as they are. I remember a story back, from my life. When, I think maybe around 10 years ago, when I was still in Russia, I used to go for this summer camps in the Russian Gurukul. It was a military school, to be honest. It was actually interesting. It was like a Gurukul, but with a military inclination. And I was around 10 years old. I went for this program. It was like maybe 4-week summer camp. So the whole day we're just playing around, having different sports, different exercises, different games, different things. So it was a good day. I was like, one night I was in my bed, about to go to sleep. I was thinking, wow, it was a good day. Let's now just take a rest and wake up tomorrow for another great day. I closed my eyes, and then suddenly, boom, lights turn on. And I look at my watch, it's 11:30. Like, come on guys, what's happening? Can I go back to sleep? And the person taking care of the camp says, you guys have 2 minutes to be up, dressed, and outside. I'm serious. It wasn't as bad as proper military, because back in military, in real military, at least in Russia, what they do, they turn on the lights, and then they light a matchbox. They light the match. And you have basically 45 seconds till the match burns out to be fully dressed. You're in your bed, and you have 45 seconds to be outside. In your boots, in your full uniform. 45 seconds. We were still kids, so we got 2 minutes for that. Anyways, so we come outside, we just line up. It was around 30 of us. We line up, and half asleep, of course. And they tell us, we had 4 groups, because in the camps we had 4 main groups. And they tell us, your group leaders have been stolen by the dacoits, so to say. And they are somewhere in the villages around the forest. You have to go and find them. That's your mission. And so we had 4 groups. Each group had each group leader and a vice group leader. So I was around 10 years old, and I had a vice group leader. Actually, I was the vice group leader of a group leader. Group leader was around 15 years old. So he was stolen. And I had another 5 boys to actually go and find him. Somewhere, because we were living in quite a rural place. There was a lot of villages around, a lot of fields around. So we went there, and we had to kind of go and find him. The leaders, the group leaders, they were assigned, of course, before they got kidnapped. They had to draw a map of where they are, and basically write a letter, or explaining how to get there. And me, as a vice group leader, I was I was young, and I got this letter, I got this map, and I saw, I know this place. I know this. We're gonna go there very quickly. There's no point of even reading through anything. Just go straight. There's no time to waste. If you're the first guys, because if you're the first one, you get some extra points. Throughout the whole camp, we had actually it was a competition. It was who gets more points in the whole camp. That's it. We're gonna go and win the competition. We're gonna just find our group leader quickly and go to sleep. So that was the plan. So we didn't even bother reading through the letter. We didn't even bother looking at the map. We just went, okay, let's go. We've been there. We did exercise over there. We did many jogs. Let's go. We started going, and somehow, I've been there 10 times in that place, but I just couldn't find the place sometimes. We were going to some place, and then halfway through, we got lost, totally. And as Krishna says, Krishna gives knowledge, remembrance, and forgetfulness. And I was just blank. I knew the place, but I didn't know how to get there, because there was a few new buildings, there was a few new, you can say, things on the way. So we were lost in a little bit. And started going, and then like after a while, we understood it. We actually really lost, and we actually had to team up with another group to go and find our group leaders. So by the time we found them, it was already like all the teams already came back. Everybody was already asleep, and we were like one of the last guys coming back. Back at that time, it didn't click to me what happened. But recollecting now, it's actually the pride that I was thinking, that we were thinking as a group, that we know this place, we're gonna go, we're gonna make it, we will be the fastest ones, without actually wasting time on reading through the letter to looking at the map. And because we didn't see the map, we wasted time actually. Sometimes you think that, yes, I know everything, and there's no point of going through it again, no point of studying again. But yeah, it's something important. Even though if you might know something, it's good to revise. It's good to go through it. Because they say that, actually even Steve Jobs, Steve Jobs of course, he says, stay hungry, stay foolish. Always try to learn, always try to see something. So that kind of, for me, that was like the lesson that even if you know something, just double check, go through it, and they'll help you immensely. So that's when you have pride, it just blinds you. You don't see things as they are. But actually when you have humility, when you actually are eager to learn, when you actually see things with the open eyes, you can actually perceive even more that's in the book, even more than you actually can mentally expect. And actually it's a nice story. My spiritual master, Srila Gurudev, he was one time traveling to, where was he? I think he was in Sri Lanka. He was going to Sri Lanka for a preaching tour. And that was back in the times when they had a small fight between there was the native Sri Lankan people, and there was a fight between the Tamil tigers. Shri Shri Radha Gokulanda ki, Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki, Shri Gornita ki, the Gorpimande Jai. So he went for a preaching tour over there in Sri Lanka, and there was it wasn't a fight, it wasn't a war really. There was some conflict between the Tamil tigers, the people who came from Tamil Nadu to stay in Sri Lanka, and the native people in Sri Lanka. So there was some conflict. And one time, my spiritual master was traveling. They were going in a car at night, I think around 10 o'clock at night, from one town to another. And interestingly enough, there was different camps. Like they were going from the camp of the native Sri Lankans to the camp of, not really camp, but a town that was taken care of by the Tamil tigers. So they were going through, and around maybe 10:30, Gurudev really needed to use the bathroom. The cold nature, so he just stopped the car. He went out. He maybe ran for 3-4 minutes. Just kind of ran to the forest, kind of let go. And then he did his job. He was about to come back, but then, and there was one devotee in the car. He took out his flashlight to kind of help Gurudev see what's happening, how to get back. And then Gurudev starts walking back, and then the devotee starts screaming, "Gurudev, stop, don't go there." And he stopped, what's happening? What's wrong? I'm coming back to the car. And the devotee shines at a sign. And the sign says, "Danger, minefield." The field is full of mines. Because there was, generally when you have different problems within the government, they conquer one town and they put mines there, so the other person cannot come. So it was interesting. So Gurudev was just there on the spot in the middle of the minefield. He got in, but he couldn't go out because what's he gonna do? He made it in, but a wrong step and that's it. His leg can be gone, his hand can be gone, he can be fully finished. It's actually a good simile to Abhimanyu. When Abhimanyu went into the Chakravyuha, he was in, but because he knew how to go inside. But yeah, of course, because his mother was listening to it. Okay, when he was still in the womb, his mother was listening to the story by Arjuna. When Arjuna was saying the story how to get into Chakravyuha, he was listening. But then when Subhadra started falling asleep halfway through, he just stopped. And that's why Abhimanyu heard how to go inside the Chakravyuha, but not how to go outside. So the moral of the story, don't fall asleep if something's happening. Otherwise you just... Anyway, so Gurudev was over there in the middle of the minefield. He didn't know what to do. And of course, the only thing he could do is just pray. Because what's the point of just staying there? If he just stays there, he'll die eventually. Starvation or something. So he just started praying, and all the Vaishnavas came out, started singing, trying to encourage Gurudev. And Gurudev went into a state of sincere prayer. Krishna, if you want me to go through, if you want me to survive and continue your mission, please empower me. Please show me the right way. Show me how to maneuver myself without blowing up, basically. So, Gurudev, he actually counted each step, because every step was like a heart attack, because you never know. You may put your foot down, that's it. That's your last step. So he counted 76 steps before he came to the car, and not a single scratch. And that's all because he was humble and submissive to Krishna. Because actually he had a mission, and he prayed, please Krishna, empower me, please show me the right way. And when Krishna sees someone sincere, then he actually gives him knowledge even beyond what he was supposed to have. Because you never know, well, his karma could be to actually die over there. But because he was sincere, he actually had a desire to come and do something great for the movement. Krishna empowered him. He gave him the knowledge, he gave him the map of how to come outside. And then Gurudev also explains that he gives this, because the Tamil tigers, the people who actually put the mines, they have a map. They have a map because they put the mines. But if they want to go through afterwards, they have a map where to go, where not to go, because they just want to survive also. So he connects this roadmap to Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam, or Bhagavad Gita, Krishna's words, are like the map that the Tamil tigers show, write down. Where are the mines, where is safe, where can you walk through? So Bhagavatam, if you read the scripture, if you understand, if you read the scripture every day, and actually study it, it's like a roadmap, how to go through our lives without being disturbed by different crises, being disturbed by any other problems of life. So reading the scripture, being dependent on the scripture, being dependent on the mercy of Krishna, is the only way to actually maneuver your way through life without actually being blown up or disturbed by material nature. Yeah, I think that's an important point. Then we have this humility and knowledge actually come hand in hand. They say that humility and knowledge are two sides of the coin. They don't come without the other. It's actually a paradox, because without knowledge, you cannot be humble. Because unless you actually you understand what knowledge there is, you don't become humble. Keshamar speaks about there's 3 circles of knowledge. What we know is a certain circle. Then there is another circle which is greater, which is called basically what you know, you don't know. For example, I know I don't know computer science. I know I'm not a neuroscientist. But then there's a greater circle, much greater circle, of things that you know, that you don't know, you don't know. For example, most of you probably never heard of, let's say, Brahma Vivarta Purana. Something like that. There's so much knowledge that you don't even know about. So there's a greater circle, which is things you don't know, you don't know. And only if you actually understand that, can you be humble. Because if you think that I know everything, you won't be humble. But if you have knowledge, you understand that there is so much more to learn, you can develop humility. So real humility only comes when you have knowledge. At the same time, you don't have knowledge unless you're humble. So where do you start? If I'm not humble and I don't know anything, what do? Where do you start? It's like the paradox with the chicken and the egg. Which one came first? Which one? Let's do both. Who thinks the chicken came first? Pick up your hand. Who thinks the egg came first? Who is confused? So yeah, it's a paradox. It's two sides of the coin. That one does not come without the other. And it's important to understand. And if you don't have both, then you also pray for it, and it will naturally come. You study, and you try to be humble. And those two will combine into a perfect mix. They say that real success is a perfect combination, a perfect balance of success and failure. Because if you are always successful, over time you become proud. And you think you know everything. But then, when you fail sometimes, it just kind of puts you back on track, puts you back into the state of creativity. They say that you're in a state of creativity only, like, in your highest creativity state is when you're a little bit confused, when you don't know what's happening, like when you're not fully certain about what's in the future. And actually, Steve Jobs, I like Steve Jobs a lot, so I give another example of his life. He actually explains that at the age of 30, he started building Apple when he was 20, and then like over 10 years, he developed this huge company. By the time he was 30, it was a huge company. They went on IPO. They were like one of the biggest tech companies already, just in 10 years, from a garage to highest IPO ever. And at the age of 30, he hired a CEO, the board, the investors. They told him to hire a CEO because they didn't consider him qualified enough to take care of the company. So he hired a guy called John Scully. He was the CEO of Pepsi Cola. Anyway, that doesn't matter. But the gist is that after a year of this CEO being in the company, they kind of considered Steve Jobs as being someone detrimental for the company. Steve Jobs, like the founder, like the visionary of the Apple, they actually kicked him out of the company. Can you imagine that? Like basically you give your whole life to a project. You develop something like a huge organization, and the pinnacle of your life, you just thrown out. Like when you become really successful, you're just kicked out from the company. And Steve Jobs himself, in interviews, he explains that he was bewildered. He didn't know what to do. For like 7-8 months, he was super confused. Like, what's happening in my life? But then later on, in his famous speech, I think in some university, I think it was STEM, in some university, he explains that act of being kicked out from the company, he himself created, was the best thing that ever happened in his life. Because if he wouldn't be kicked out, he would become proud, and he wouldn't progress anymore. He wouldn't get any better. But when he was kicked out from the company, it made him consider himself, I'm not perfect. I'm not like the best person ever. I also make mistakes. I'm not. He said, the words he uses is that I became less sure about everything. Because I built a great company, I'm the best, I know everything. But when he was kicked out, it made him reconsider who I am, what am I, and he became less sure. He became more creative. He started thinking, how can I improve? What can I do? Because when you're proud, you stop your improvement. You just stay in one place, maybe you're good, maybe you're not, but you think you're the best, and you cannot improve any higher. So in that stage, when your pride is broken, then you can actually improve yourself. And yeah, as actually it was true, that Steve Jobs became a much better person after he was kicked out. He has built 2 companies, Pixar and Next. You know Pixar movies? So basically that's actually a company by Steve Jobs. Most people don't know. That's also a side story. And another company, but yeah. Afterwards, of course, a few years later, they brought Steve Jobs back into the company. Then he invented the iMac, the iPhone, the iPods, everything else. But yeah, because he explains in his interviews that because he was kicked out, he was able to be more creative. That helped him become a better person. So oftentimes we are facing challenges and face certain problems, and it seems to us that that's it, life is over. But actually, Krishna just sends you different examples, different challenges to maybe become less sure about things and always stay in this creative state, always trying to improve. So again, humility and knowledge come hand in hand. Only if you're humble can you learn things, and only if you actually have knowledge can you be humble. I think that's like a key state we should always remember. Then let's move to the next stage, the interdependence. Of course, Krishna empowers us. He gives us all this knowledge in the Bhagavatam. He gives us Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and many other scriptures. But actually understanding Bhagavatam and other scripture is not always easy. Krishna explains things in a quite broad way, because it's for everybody. And the only way to actually understand what's truly helpful for us is to someone that already knows it. Our Bhagavatam is written by Shukadeva Goswami, mostly, and not written by, narrated. And it gives actually a nice explanation. The Bhagavatam itself is like a mango. When a mango by itself is sweet, it's nice. But when you have a mango that's bitten by a parrot, it means it's really sweet. It's the best it gets. So in the same way, we have the Bhagavatam, which is a mango, and it was bitten by the parrot, Shukadeva Goswami. Shuka means a parrot. When Shukadeva Goswami bites it, when he takes it through him, and then he narrates it through his realizations, he takes it through him, he explains it in the way how he understood it, with examples and practical application. Only then can actually we really relish the real knowledge. So it's only through people's realizations, through other people's application of this knowledge, can we actually become fully learned. Because just by Krishna's mercy, of course things are there, but Vaishnava's mercy is much greater. We have a story, because sometimes people they focus only on Bhagavatam or only on scriptures, and they don't really consider devotee association as so important. And back in Mayapur, there was one person. He was a pandit, like a scholar, and but he wouldn't associate with many people. He would just kind of stay in one place in his small apartment. He read like Bhagavatam maybe 5-10 times. He read CC like maybe again 20 times. Then he started reading all this Vedas. He memorized most of the Upanishads. He was going through the Vedas. He learned Sanskrit by himself, astrology, everything basically. He was Paka scholar. But the only issue is he wasn't very open to people. And of course, naturally made him proud. Because I know so much. Why would I associate with people who are not as smart as me? What's the point? So then people, of course, kind of tried to help him out. Please come for this event. Maybe give a talk. Maybe kind of just speak with us. But no. I'm focusing on this. I have goals. I'm going to achieve them. It's all Shastra. It's all Vedas. That's it. No other way. And eventually, he actually developed desire to leave Mayapur. Just because Mayapur is it's the mercy personified. It's the Dham that has the most amount of mercy. But he just, because of this pride, he decided he has to leave Mayapur. And interesting enough, because he knew astrology, he was calculating what is the best muhurta, what is the best day according to stars to leave Mayapur. And you know what? The most interesting thing is that he calculated, and the best day to leave Mayapur was on Gaur Purnim. Gaur Purnim, when everybody wants to be in Mayapur, every people around the world, people around India, they travel to Mayapur just to celebrate Gaur Purnim. He decided that that's it. This is the most auspicious day to leave Mayapur. And when people used to come from airport to see Lord Mahaprabhu in Mayapur, he was taking his bags and leaving. That's what pure Gyan does. It often covers your intelligence. Again, pride covers your intelligence. When you're proud, when you don't associate with people, it just covers. You don't really see things as they are. And that's why we are interdependent. We can only connect with people. We can only understand things in connection with people. Because if you only read, again, you just develop certain knowledge, but if you don't apply it, if you don't share it, you don't get realizations. And realization is what actually really changes you. Because they say that real knowledge is applied knowledge, or knowledge that actually brings certain realization, but something kind of a turning point, a pinnacle. They say that how was it go? 'Cause yeah, realization is the only thing that actually can keep you in Krishna consciousness. Think about it. Like, why would you do something? Maybe you learn about it, but if you don't apply it and you don't actually learn from it, if you don't see the result of it, it won't keep you going. You read Bhagavatam, you chant your rounds, but if you don't get any taste, if you don't get any realization that yes, this actually works, then why would you keep going? What's the point? Therefore, you need to associate with people. You need to take guidance from people to actually interconnect and learn things as they are. As Krishna explains here, or Sri Prabhupada explains here, that we should learn the knowledge as Arjuna has learned it, through a devotee. Yep, that's the way. And lastly, I just want to share one thing, is that when you have this interconnection, these devotees, they actually empower you to do things beyond your capacity. Because devotees have certain power, certain tejas. They practice devotional service, they chant the rounds, they have sadhana. And they, even though you're not able to do something, they can inspire you to do certain things that are beyond your capacity. They say that the best gift you can ever have is to have someone that believes more in you than you believe in yourself. The greatest gift you can have is to have a person that believes in you more than you can believe in yourself. I think it's something very profound. And I have a small realization of this. Just the other day, we had a bathroom leak in our house. And Anantagopal Prabhu, the head puchari, kind of told me, you're good at doing this? Try it out. Try fixing it. And honestly, I never fixed anything in my life in such a way. But then, because kind of he believed in me, he said, you know how to do it, you are good at this kind of things, just go and do it. And honestly, I just went there, opened the toilet thing, and I saw what was the problem, fixed it up, and voila, it was done. So often, when you're in this association, they can basically push you beyond your boundaries, from this stage where you think you know things, then you go to the stage of dependence on Krishna, and then you go into a stage of interdependence, depending on Vaishnavas. So I think that's very important. So again, let's quickly cover up all the important points that we learned in the class. So we have the 3 stages. Going from so-called independence, and you think you know everything, but when you think you know everything, you develop pride. And the pride covers you, that you're not able to see things as they are. Then, to actually see things, you have to be dependent on Krishna's mercy, dependent on, it's basically humility. When you develop humility, when you know that only by the mercy of other people can you actually achieve anything. That's called dependence or interdependence. And of course, everything should be practical. What's the point of just learning things without actually applying it? And I thought like a small kind of quick practice we can do for ourselves. Because humility is something that we all hear about a lot, but we never actually apply much. And at least for myself, I was just thinking the other day. And often, of course, people kind of give you nice words, and they praise you for different things, like you made this so nicely, you cleaned the floor nicely, you made this preparation very good. And at least for myself, I used to think that, oh yeah, of course, I'm very good. I learned so much, I can get proud. But that's again pride. So the one thing that I see for myself is that when you connect this to Krishna, see yourself, envision yourself how you were like a year before. And then see, like, just meditate on Krishna, just think how merciful Krishna is to transform that horrible person into the person you are now. And then this gratitude is given not to yourself, but actually to Krishna, because he's the one who transformed you. You're not the one who transformed yourself. Of course, you put your energy, but without the knowledge, without the ability to actually achieve something, without Krishna empowering you, without Krishna giving you guidance, without Krishna giving you even the perseverance to achieve something, because most of us are not very, we cannot focus on certain things. Only when you're actually empowered to focus on something can you achieve it. So yeah, I think it's try to when someone praises you again, try to think about it not as something that you have achieved, but as Krishna's mercy, how He has transformed you. That's something how you can practice humility. Jai. Any questions, comments, realizations? You have a few minutes. Please.
I have a question about, in terms of when we take the shelter of spiritual master,
Yep.
what do we do in terms of like our inspiration? Does it like come from the super soul or the spiritual master, or what's the relationship between that?
It's a deep question. Yeah, the spiritual master is, yeah, it's a very deep topic, and it's not something that comes straight away. Often it, naturally, if you're, for most of us who come in contact with Krishna consciousness, it's not our first life. Of course, you had been in the pious before, or something kind of, you can even, like in your previous life, you could have been a dog, and you got some Mahaprasadam, and you got this piety, you got this adhikar, this credit to go and come and to achieve Krishna, come in contact with devotees. Or often we actually have spiritual masters from our previous life. And it's quite hard to find a spiritual master. Sometimes it's like you have a lot of choices and you don't know who to choose. I cannot speak like as a rule or as like something that is the only way, but at least for me, like one thing that's, when I grew up like in Russia and had many spiritual masters like around, saw them, I knew like I was inspired by a few spiritual masters. But what kind of really clicked for me, actually there was I think maybe two personalities that kind of really stood out to me. That was Gurudev and there was Bhaktivedanta Manor. And like it was like a dilemma. I didn't know who to choose between those two. And I don't know how like professional or how ethical this method is, but I just kind of felt that without which person can I not live? Like, for example, I thought about Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj, and like, of course I respect him, I like his classes, I like the way how he speaks, the way how he presents things, but can I actually survive without him? And like for me, like, I guess I could. Like I could find someone else. But I don't know, like for me, when I thought about Gurudev, maybe I was just sentimental, but like even like some tears fell from my eyes. Like I just couldn't imagine life without this person. And maybe it's not for everybody. Maybe it's not something that everyone can relate to. But at least that was my experience. That first you should go do your research, try to find different personalities who you're inspired by, and then just see who inspires you the most, who can actually connect the most. Because by listening to your spiritual master, by actually surrendering to someone, you develop his qualities. I think it goes both ways. At the same time, you have to find a person that inspires you, that you feel connected to. But also, even if you don't have the qualifications, if you don't have the character, if you actually sincerely follow your spiritual master, I feel you develop the same characteristics of your spiritual master. Not just in like the spiritual or like the transcendental way, but even like the way how he speaks, the way how he talks, the way how he eats, the way how he walks, the way how he thinks. Just in many ways, like you just feel that you develop personality like him. So yeah, that's at least my personal realization. Does that answer the question? Yeah? Any more questions? Comments? No? Grantaraj, Shri Bhagavad Gita ki, Shri Prabhupada ki, Digo Premanande.
Shri Shri Radha Gokulanand ki, Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki, Shri Shri Gauranitaya ki. Jaya Jaya Gaurachandra Arati ka Shobha. Jaya Jaya Gaurachandra Arati ka Shobha. Jana Vitatavane Jagamanaloba Jagamanaloba Dakinenitaja Bhamegadadara Nikateya Dvaita Shrini Vasachhatradhara Ratna Simhasane Arati Korena Brahma Adi Devakane Korena Brahma Adi Devakane Narahari Adi Kori Chamaradulaya Sanjaya Mukunda Vasu Kosharikaya Shankha Baje Ganta Baje Baje Karatala Shankha Baje Ganta Baje Baje Karatala Baje Karatala Madhura Vedanga Baje Paramarasala Baje Paramarasala माधुर माधुर बाजे शंखा बाजे घंटा बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे नित्य गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौरा हरि बोल नित्य गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौरा हरि बोल बाहु कोटि चंद्रजिनी वदन उज्ज्वला गाला देसे बनामाला करे जलमाला सेवा सुख नारादा प्रेम Nittai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nittai Gaura Haribo. Nittai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nittai Gaura Haribo. Jaya Gaura Nittai, Gaura Nittai, Gaura Nittai, Shri Shri Gaura Nittai. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Hiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatyari Shatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Ram Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Rama Hare Hare Jaya Radha Gokulananda Radha Gokulananda Shri Radhe Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Shri Shri Radha Gokulananda ki Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki Shri Shri Gauranitaya ki Srila Prabhupada ki If everyone would like to take a seat, we will just sing a short prayer now to Lord Nrsingadev.
Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Praladayine. 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 Hiranyakashipuravakshah. 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 Shilatanka nakalaye. Shilatanka nakalaye. Ito Narsimho Parato Narsimho. To Narsimho Parato Narsimho. Ito Narsimho Parato Narsimho. Yato yato yamitato Narsimho. Yato 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 yamitato Narsimho. Bahir Narsimho Hridaya Narsimho. Bahir Narsimho Hridaya Narsimho. Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapatye. Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapatye. Oh Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapatye. Tavakara Kamalavare Naka Adbhuta Shringa Dalito Hiranyakashipu Tanubringa Keshavadreta Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Tavakara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shringa Dalito Hiranyakashipu Tanubringa Keshavadreta Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Tavakara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shringa Dalito Hiranyakashipu Tanu Keshavadrita Narhari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Tavkara Kamalavare Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Oh Keshavadrita Narhari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Keshavadrita Narhari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Narsingadev 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 Jaya Bhakta Prahlad Jaya Bhakta Prahlad Jaya Bhakta Prahlad Jaya Bhakta Prahlad Jaya Radha Gokulananda Radha Gokulananda Radha Gokulananda Shri Radha Jaya Radha Gokulananda Radha Gokulananda Radha Gokulananda Shri Radha Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman 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 Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Nittai Gaura Haribol 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 Nittai Gaura Haribol Nittai Gaura Haribol 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 Nittai Gaura Haribol 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 Nittai Gaura Haribol Nittai Gaura Haribol 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 Nittai Gaura Haribol Narasimha Bhagavan ki jai Bhakta Prahlad Maharaj ki Shri Shri Radha Gokulanand ki, Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman ki, Shri Gaurani Tai ki, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande. Hare Nam Eva Kevalam, Kalo Nasteva 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 Gitira Anyata. Hare Nam Eva Kevalam, Kalo Nasteva Nasteva Gitira Anyata. Hare Nam Eva Kevalam, Kalo Nasteva 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 Gitira Anyata.